Hey everybody, Tim Anderson here, aka Renfill. Welcome back for another video. Today we're diving into Dune Spice Wars, which is an RTS set in the Dune world that I've been following for the past year or so. It is being put together by, well, published anyway by Funcom, and the team behind it has done some pretty cool RTS games in the past. It looks like today they just dropped the official early access release date news, which is kind of what I want to talk about in this video, as well as some other stuff. We'll go through the first gameplay video for those of you who have never heard of the game before. But before we dive in, I got to do the prerequisite stuff for new time viewers. If this is your first time, do me a solid, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you get updates like this delivered to you. I do a lot of different videos here on YouTube. We do shows, books, films, and of course video games. We have a Discord and a gaming community. Links are down below. I am a game developer as well with a couple of game studios under my belt. We're currently working on The World, the Weave, and the Void, which is the map behind me, which we'll talk about at the end of the video. But in the meantime, let's sink our teeth into this announcement. So this is over on the Steam page for Dune Spice Wars. And as of today, they're introducing the Fremen, and they're also giving us the first official early access release date, which looks like it's going to be April 26th, 2022. So coming in the pipeline pretty soon here. Shiro Games is the company who's putting this together. Funcom is the publisher. They're proud to announce the final launch faction, which is the Fremen, and the fact that Dune Spice Wars has an official early access release date, with players being able to step foot upon the dunes of Arrakis starting April 26th. And they say here, as we move into the final Q&A phase, the game already feels incredible to play, and we're super proud of what we've achieved. These last few months, sharing details about the game with you all, hearing your theories, and seeing the anticipation building with the community has been a tremendous experience, and we can't wait to hear what you all think about the game. So if you haven't been following along with development, I highly urge you to do so. I know that not everyone is a fan of Funcom because of various reasons, and for better or for worse, Funcom has the rights to make Dune games. They have the Dune MMORPG that's in the works, which I'm not. I don't like PvP and I don't like survival games, but it's going to be following in the footsteps of their Conan games. But this is a little different. This is an RTS game. It's one of multiple projects that are being worked on and produced by Funcom in the Dune universe. And I love Dune, therefore I'm a big fan of everything that's coming out. And Shiro Games has been putting out some really cool updates around this game. We will dive into the gameplay trailer later on in this video, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, who are the Fremen? If you're not familiar with the books, the Fremen are the native inhabitants of Arrakis. Angered by the Imperial invaders, they lead a fierce and relentless resistance. Martial prowess is well known by the few who have been lucky enough to survive an encounter with them. So this looks like is going to look like one of their little settlements beneath the rocks, and then building outpost stuff around it. Then we have Liet Kynes, which is the planetologist for the Emperor, who is assigned to Arrakis to study the spice cycle. Liet is secretly leading the Fremen's ecological project started by her father. Her twin loyalty has made her a skilled schemer able to navigate both the convoluted Fremen traditions and the impenetrable Imperial administration. The Fremen have an almost religious admiration for Liet, who they believe will lead them to a utopian Arrakis, freed from both the Imperium and water scarcity. Liet's character is pretty cool, by the way, from the books and so on and so forth. So we're getting an adaptation version, but still, it is what it is. We got the Fremen counselors, made up of Stilgar bin Frfwai, the Naib of Sietch Tabor, excuse me. We've also got Mother Ramallo, who's a Reverend Mother of the Bene Gesserit, who has been put here for reasons that will become clear to those of you who have read the books, or maybe are going to be. I don't know how much they're going to dive into the storyline from the books within this game, because it is an RTS. It's more about controlling the resources of Arrakis. So I don't know how much we're going to get storyline yet, so we'll know more about that later. Then we've got Chani Kynes, the daughter of Liet, Johnny, and Otham, a renowned Fremen fighter. We got some Fremen general gameplay footage here, a little GIF, however you want to pronounce it. Rising Fremen forged by the desert, the Fremen are less affected by the environment than others. They can travel further before suffering exhaustion or attracting sandworms, and better yet, they can use the terrible beast to travel faster and strike suddenly at the heart of their opponent's domain, which sounds really cool. We've got some information on the attack units that we're going to get: a warrior, infiltrator, skirmisher, the Fedaykin, and the Colon Caravan. That's pretty sweet. Warriors, bread and butter, obviously. Infiltrators are the DPS, it sounds like. Skirmishers are ranged. The Fedaykin, it says they are the elite of the Fremen army. They have the Weirding Way, trained, of course, by Paul Atreides, and are armed with the feared crysknives. Only get stronger the more opponents they face. Colon Caravans, holder of the clan's water. While they can fight with Mauler rifles, their main function is to set up a hybrid camp. At the camp, all Fremen units are hidden, healed, and resupplied. As such, Colon Caravans are best deployed near remote villages as proxy bases for an attack. That's interesting. Okay, so we're getting some basic information here, the most important of which is the fact that early access is coming April 26th of 2022, so just a few weeks from now. If you haven't already done so, make sure to follow along at their Twitter. They've got some really good information coming out. They also, I think that there's some stuff on the Funcom YouTube channel as well, which we're going to dive into this right now. Watch the gameplay trailer, and I will turn myself off so you guys can watch this as we go through here.
This is Arrakis, a world of sand and death, brimming with terrible dangers, only matched by the resources and secrets it holds. Of these resources, none is more precious and coveted than the spice. But whatever you hope you'll find here, you cannot be prepared for what's waiting for you. First, you'll need to survive. Then, try to understand the land. Rally local villages or force them into submission. Use them as outposts to develop your infrastructure. And set up the vital spice harvesting process. Then build a solid foothold to start your conquest. You will have to fight to defend what you have and take what you need. Or rely on your cunning to achieve your goals through the arts of subterfuge, politics, or diplomacy.
Arrakis is mine.
But no matter who you conquer, manipulate, or destroy, you will never truly control Dune.
So that music is pretty cool, by the way, as well. I'm looking forward to this game. I like the Dune universe, so I'm happy to try any game that comes out in I had another video that actually started. I'm happy to try any game that comes out in this universe, so looking forward to it. Love to know your thoughts. Drop them down in the comments section below. Let me know if you've heard about this game, if you're looking forward to it, etc. What do you think about some of the other projects that Funcom is working on in the Dune universe? It's all interesting to me. I'm looking forward to playing them all. Don't forget, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, all those good things so that you get content like this delivered straight to you. Don't forget to join our Discord and gaming community with the links down below. And if you want to know more about the World of the Weave and the Void, which is the project I'm working on alongside my wife and my brother, with Nathan Napalm helping out as well, you can find more information about that over at patreon.com/Wandering Hermits, where we are working on that project. It is a 5th edition tabletop setting with the books due out in June. There's also an associated point-and-click adventure game, kind of like the old King's Quest games. You can download the free demo now over at the Patreon page and pre-order. Game's going to be out later this year. It's also a series of books with the chapters being published a couple times a month on the Patreon page. It's a lot like Dragonlance if you like that kind of stuff. So check it out. You can also support the channel via a direct membership here on YouTube if you'd like to. So hopefully we'll see you over on Discord, over on Patreon, and definitely here on YouTube for the next episode of whatever it is that I do on this channel. Thanks, everybody. See you then.